Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all give me a second. I was not planning on hitting the live button when I did, and I'm live now. Trying to fix some. You know how we call it in the hood, nigga rig? That's what we is at the Real News Behind News. We the hood version of the news. We trying to nigga rig some of this cell phone to stay up here and be even. I like balance and shit. Right now, for some reason, it seems uneven. But anyway, we finna go ahead with it. Please, as you all come in, hit that like button, share. But we finna go hard and paint. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy Rod Thomas Jr. and this is the Real News Behind the News. Oh yeah, the day is January 27, 2021. And I know I've been away for the last few days. I've done a couple of videos like Sunday. I thank you all who contributed to that video we did Sunday, because I think that's going to be one of our most important videos that we do on a routine basis, where we talk about theology. Not talking about so much as religion, religious denominations and all this. We want to talk about the theology. Where does God come from? Who is the true concept of God? And who has a monopoly on God? So I thank y'all for joining us Sunday on that issue. Of course, you all know I'd like to give a shout out. There were two people who made a contribution yesterday, and y'all just don't know, y'all was a blessing for me to get down to that courthouse. Although when I got there, the shit didn't go like I wanted. And I actually did cool. Instead of saying, fuck y'all, and going to jail, you know what I'm saying? Start a whole ride in the courtroom, go to jail, and then talking about these folks, they shouldn't have broken both of my arms and hit me in the face with a billy club, because I'm down there cussing the judge and shit out. But it turned out pretty bad for me, but God is still good. I know He's gonna work something out. So I thank those the two of you all who helped me out yesterday, man. Y'all just don't know what you all blessed us with. Hey, what's going on, brother Anthony? Anthony Watson is one of the people who've been with us, man, literally since almost day one when we started the Real News Behind News. I love you, brother Anthony. But we gotta meet. We gotta hook up, Anthony. We gotta hook up and sit down and talk. Cause I sure could use you to help me moderate a lot of my accounts, my social media accounts. I mean, like combine the Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, combine all those accounts into, in a sense, one big, mega, I guess you say mega media type account. And you can help me run it, bro, because like I say, you've been there from day one, man. I love you so much, my brother. Thank you for the support. You believe it or not, man, just seeing you on these videos make this shit worth it, bro. Because sometimes, man, I be like, man, what the fuck am I doing? I be like here in Shreveport, I do a lot of shit, man. Don't never seek no glory or no credit. And the only reason why I'm talking about it now is because I do a lot of shit for people, man. Put my life on the line. And we don't get no support here at the Real News Behind News. Now, I wasn't planning on going live, hit the live button. Hey, where did you get that banner? I'm glad you asked. This banner here. See, we trying to make this show better, but we broke, so we can't do it. But there's people who I really trust, people who got a heart for righteousness. The people over at Truniverse Graphics gave us this banner. Man, it's been over my 5-year tenure of doing 6-year tenure doing the social media aspect of the Real News Behind the News. I've come into contact with a lot of people who would like to sponsor the radio show, would like to sponsor the YouTube channel. But when you take on sponsors, you have to take on their message. And that's why we broke. So the people at Truniverse Graphics came through and say, man, hey, brother, we want to help your show be the best it can be because we believe in you, man. These folk believed in me. They gave me a banner. And y'all ain't seen nothing yet. They're going to help us with the graphics. We got another organization out of Dallas. The first organization I was telling you about, Truniverse, I don't know if they based in Los Angeles or whatever. But we are being blessed with people who want to support what I do here. And I really appreciate those blessings. But I be feeling like right now I got so much personal shit going on, man. how can I continue to fight for a bunch of people that won't even help me fight for themselves? But that's neither here nor there. Y'all give me a second. Chai, you better not move. Let me make sure these puppies all right, and we're going to start this show. Give me 1 second. Did I tell you not to move? Yeah, I did not tell you not to move. On the couch, Chai. You're on the couch. Go. Get on the couch. You figured out a way to get over here. Good girl. Good girl. You better stop being so spoiled, little pretty girl. All right, y'all. We apologize for the interruption. But we're back. And again, tonight we're just going to do like an open discussion type of a video where we really are hoping and depending on you all's comments to make this show. Man, put it like this. And we had enough people in here commenting and they kept it hype for me, because I'm going to be real, I get bored very, very fast. That's probably why I've made accomplishments, but I never really accomplished nothing, because I get bored and I lose interest. But with this real new behind the new, it's hard to get bored as long as you all are engaging me in dialogue, because that's what we really want. Whether you can say I'm the craziest motherfucker you ever met. You can say I believe your points of views, your questions, your narrative, Mr. Thomas, is bullcrap. You can say all that. Just say it in a respectful way, and then let's talk about why you feel that my opinion is bullcrap. When in my opinion, that shit you said is some of the dumbest shit I ever heard. So we both have, let me read y'all comment. Look at my screen there. Lola Zach. Well, I'm gonna be real. Lola is what I call my niece, and Zach is my nephew, my niece, their sister and brother, my only two nieces, my only niece and nephew. I got 2 nieces and 1 nephew, believe it or not. 50 years old. And biologically, all I have is 2 nieces and 1 nephew. And my niece, I call her Lolo. So that's who you are, you little sneaky motherfucker, you. I love you, niece. I love you. Oh, this might be my nephew. All right, nephew, I got you. It gotta be nephew, because nephew, sister, Lola Zach. Oh, that's the most precious one of all. That's my sister, my only fucking sister. Well, I got another sister, but that's my sister, my baby girl. I got you, London, on that. I mean, shit had really happened. It had got bad that week that I was gone. It was so much shit behind. I ran over. I got you though, little sister. You know, I promise you. Did I come through with most? Now, I'm not going to be the big brother that disappoints you ever again, little sister. I promise you. Because you inspire me. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let's get off into the news, you all. And now that I know my sister on here, I can't do no cussing. Because she be telling me all the time, Booby, you doing good, this and this, but you got to watch your message. Especially with me on here. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, Londa. So anyway, let's get on with the news. All right. Again, we need you all comments in this show here, because this is an open discussion show. I'm just, trying to be consistent. Really, I got a lot of stuff going on in my mind that I could really be out there in the streets trying to figure it out. But I'd rather be here with you all and helping all of us come together collectively on solutions for the same problems that affect us all. So let's go. U.S. hits record COVID deaths in January. It's a record because niggas just now starting dying for COVID. But here in Freeport, I'm more worried about these Negroes with automatic weapons than I am COVID. For real. It's January, 27th? We already have on 9 or 10 murders. And then I did a video yesterday where I wasn't trying to brag and say I told you so, but at the same time, I told you so. When I did that video on New Year's Eve of this year, Man, do y'all realize that locally here, just in Freeport and other parts of then spread out nationally, statewide and nationally, that video was seen almost 40-some thousand times. When I did that video, I'm gonna be real. As a man, I have to be accountable for my action. I was drunk as fuck. I wasn't drunk as fuck. I was feeling good though. But I kept hearing all this shooting. Make a long story short, all that shooting that took place that night that you saw and heard, that you heard, because I ain't never put nobody's face, nobody on camera. But all that you saw, all that shooting that you heard in this 3 to 5 block radius of where I live, where I'm sitting right now, you had 6 of those 9 murders. I got you, London. I got you. I'm trying to be cool. But, I mean, it's serious, though, London. I can't help but to get passionate. I cannot help but to get passionate. When I showed you all, I was not showing the video to snitch on nobody. Man, come on. Man, my family on this video post right now can tell you I faced a life sentence, never told on nobody, and walked out of court with 7 years. And 4 on probation, 3 suspended. I never had to snitch because I take responsibility for my own actions, man. I did that video with the intentions to show the people of Freeport who are around here talking about magically 2021 is going to be better than 2020. It's got to be. Let me ask y'all a question now. We're not trying to diminish COVID-19 or nothing like that. But who y'all more afraid of when you go to the Circle K? A nigga with a shotgun or COVID-19? I'm more scared of niggas with shotguns because, again, here we are, 27 days into this year. We've had 9 murders already. 6 of those murders have taken place within a 3 to 5 block radius of where I am sitting right now. Meaning that within 10 minutes, I could get up out this chair and walk and actually step on one of the places that somebody got murdered here this year after y'all heard all that shooting on New Year's Eve. So my whole objective is just trying to get people to understand guns really don't kill people, but it's a generation of people, starting from my generation on down, who does not have a culture. We as black people in America are the only group in this country that does not have our original culture. We don't have the culture where great Uncle Zimboogaloo way over in Africa, wherever they took your ancestors from, gave up the knowledge to his son of how the tribe maybe practiced their beliefs in God, what the tribe believed in for medicine. Because again, you have to understand, culture. The word culture, basically, and I'm gonna paraphrase it as close as I can get, well, real close. Culture means the collective knowledge of a group of people passed down through periods of time. Basically, that's what it means. Meaning that a culture comes from hundreds of years of knowing who your ancestors are, what they believed, what they taught, who they worshiped, their recipes, the way they told stories, the way they told poems. Culture is the collective knowledge of a group of people over a period of time. Whereas you look at black people, those of us who are descendants from slaves, we don't have that. We're the only group on the planet that does not have that, because soon as they put us on the boat, the first thing they told them, excuse my language, fuck praying to your ancestors. You finna pray to Jesus, because Jesus loves you. And I got a Bible right here to show you all the scriptures that we wrote, telling you that Jesus wants you to obey your master as a slave. Jesus wants you to turn the other cheek if your master or somebody superior to you hits you on one cheek. Y'all get where I'm coming from. I'm trying not to offend nobody, but I'm just keeping it real. They took all that away from us when we got on those ships. The indoctrination was so brutal and so sadistic and so systematic that even before they brought our ancestors from Africa, but keep in mind, a lot of my ancestors was already here. Who y'all think showed the white folk how to get to America? Christopher Columbus' brother was on the front of the ship. He was looking at the navigator, because we all know that the navigator for Christopher Columbus' voyage was a black dude. But when Christopher Columbus, I don't know which one of those three boats he was on, the Nana, the Pinta, or Santa Maria, y'all got to know history. No matter what boat Columbus' brother was on, and keep in mind, Columbus never set foot in North America, but he said, I was surprised. This is 1492. The year 1492. Christopher Columbus' brother said, I was surprised to see all the fucking blackamoors that were already here. Meaning, black folks had already colonized the ocean. They was here. When you look at a lot of the Indian heritage, a lot of them folk were black. They were mixed with black people hundreds of years before white people even discovered Central America. Never set foot in North America. My mama is one of them. Now, what happened is they were so sadistic in their systematic indoctrination to get us to hate each other, that they knew to get through the Middle Passage from Africa, coming through the Atlantic Ocean, they had what was called the Middle Passage. They were so sadistic that they knew they had to put at least 700 to 800 slaves or captured black people in the belly of their ship just to get 250 to 350, maybe 400. They knew that at least 1,000 was gonna die. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say 1,000. They knew at least 1/3, in some cases, half of the Africans were gonna die just coming to America from Africa. So that right there traumatized our people. And it made us start realizing, start thinking, well, these white folk, God, Jesus gotta be powerful. That nigga done came all the way over here and kidnapped me. This Jesus done came from Spain, kidnapped me in Africa, and took me to America. So maybe my God ain't shit. For real. For real. This is the psychological indoctrination. But let me show you how cold that shit really was. During the Middle Passage, when they was putting these 700 slaves on there to get 300 here for sure. Do you realize that trip from along the Atlantic going from from east back to west, from the west coast of Africa back to America, the sharks basically forsook their natural predatory instinct, which was to travel from north to south, from the north to south pole. They were throwing so many slaves, captured black people, overboard off these ships that the sharks no longer traveled in a migratory pattern from the south pole to the north pole. The sharks just said fuck it and started following the ships. Because they got to realize they throwing at least 300 black people, dead black people, that they stole from Africa, kidnapped, whatever you want to say. They throwing them overboard. Because again, in order to get 300 here live and somewhat healthy enough to go to the slave auction, they had to pack 600 to 700, some cases 800 captured black people on the ships, in the belly of these ships, because they knew at least 300-400 were going to die trying to make it. That ain't including the ones who say, soon as they let us out for exercise, I'm jumping overboard because there's no way I'm finna go over here to be a slave. I'm gonna be real. And a lot of people gonna take this in the wrong way. Well, I ain't gonna get on that. Let's go. But again, I don't know how I got on that subject, but it was meant because I was talking with somebody else about that. And then I did a video yesterday on Facebook about it. Y'all go check us out on Facebook. But we're the only people that do not have a culture. They took our culture from us. And here you are now since slavery. If you go back and read the Willie Lynch letters, you know, some say it's not an actual person or whatever, but the principle, the indoctrinating principle rings true. Because Willie Lynch said, this is what Willie Lynch said. He said, this was in the first episode, first volume, he said, The Making of a Slave. He said, you take the black man, the old black man, put him against the young black man. You take the dark-skinned black man, put him against the light-skinned black man. You take the fat black man, put him against the skinny black man. Also likewise with the woman. You take the old black woman, put her fighting against the young black woman. You have these Negroes fighting each other so intensely that the only people they would trust to help end this fighting amongst themselves is us. This is what Willie Lynch said. If we get these Negroes indoctrinated to the point where they're fighting each other on every level, the only person they will trust is us, the oppressors, to solve their problems. Don't y'all think that? Remember, and he also goes on to say that if we perform this indoctrination correctly, this self-hatred will refuel itself. It will self-perpetuate in refueling itself. It will be self-perpetuating, meaning it never stopped, because every generation born after that generation that received that indoctrination is going to know not to challenge master. He said, if we do this indoctrination right, this shit will last for at least 300 years. This was back in 1700 something. Some say the early 1700s. Some people say the letter is not real. But the indoctrinating principle, meaning the point that they was trying to make, was that they were indoctrinating. Hey, Miss Kimberly, how you doing? Glad you could be with us. So this is what we're looking at. Here we are now. The culture that we as black people have in America is our young men, a lot of our old ass, I'll put it like that, I call them boys inside men's body. I'm talking about, you got a lot of old ass men, 50 years old, still running around here claiming gangs and shit. I'm just keeping it real. We all know how we came up, man. But didn't a lot of us that came up claiming all that dumbass gang shit, bro, didn't a lot of us go to jail and do precious time away from our families, man? I mean, man, the thought when they were trying to give me that life sentence behind that marijuana, the only thing I could think about at that time, my son was 2 years old. Who gonna raise him? Who gonna raise this little boy? And the thing that hurt me and really changed my life was when that day my mom and my sister and them brought him down there to see me. I had been in jail for about 4 or 5 months at that time. I was coming up to Christmas. He a year and a half years old. He's a year and a half. And when it's time to go, I'm sitting on one side of the glass, my 2-year-old, just say my almost 2-year-old son, on the other side of the glass. And when my mom and them picked him up to say, come on, time to go, he said, come on, Dad, let go. And I couldn't fucking move past that barrier that they put between me and my son. Man, if you in your 50s, man, you still running around and talking about rolling 60 crip, 5 deuce Hoover, 1-9 blood. I mean, I'm just be real. No disrespect to y'all sets, because I know where I'm from, rolling 60 up Cooper Road. Yeah, I used to run with that shit, man, but as a man, come on, didn't Paul say, when I was a child, I acted as a child. I did as children do. But when I became a man, I put away that bullshit. Man, if you run around here at 50 fucking years old, claiming a gang sign, do the world a favor. Well, I ain't gonna give you two the chance to suspend me for telling you to shoot your fucking self, but do the world a favor and just shoot your motherfucking self, because you were part of the problem, man. Come on, at 50 years old, How could you glamorize some shit that probably took you away from your family, your loved ones, and friends for a third of your life? Because I know I just started going to jail. I was slick. I was slick, Negro. I hung around, did what I did, but boom, but you were going to never catch me. But I waited to 30-something years old, started going to fucking jail. At 30 years old, within 30 to 33, I had to caught 2 felonies. Think about it. You know, run around here with that nonsense. Man, as an OG, a real OG, if you in your 30s, your 40s, and 50s, stop telling these young brothers, man, how glamorous it is to be a gangbanger. Stop telling them that your streets had to show you love because your daddy wasn't there. Let me show you some real game. You don't have to be a child's biological dad, a father, to be a dad, be his dad, but to be a father figure, all you gotta do is reach out to these young boys, these young girls. But Negroes, my age and a little bit younger, are corrupting them because we making them thinking that gangbanging is a party. How many of us black people in our 30s and 40s listen to shit like Cardi B, NBA, Young Boy, Young Thug, all this music? How many of you all at 45, 50 years old listen to that? If you do, I'm gonna just blow your bubble. You are part of the problem. Because this is what is influencing the culture. Going back to culture. This is what is influencing our culture. Remember, I said, we have no culture outside of the one that they have given us, which celebrates and glorifies violence, chaos, destruction, hyper and over, I'm talking about super hyper, sexual promiscuousness, mayhem, destroy, everything that's negative. This is what they give to us as black people, as media entertainment. Then you wondering why your sons and daughters, your sons are running around here carrying big pistols, trying to sell dope, because in a lot of cases, excuse my language and no meaning disrespect, but a lot of cases, a lot of these sorry ass so-called mothers would rather make their 13-year-old child, 13-year-old son, the man of the fucking house, because she cannot keep a man. And the man that she do keep for over a year is molesting her motherfucking daughters. So this is the situation we're in. Because when you listen to Cardi B and Meg the Male Horse, that's what they promoting. They're not promoting women's empowerment. They're promoting selling pussy. Straight up. That's what they're promoting. These bitches ain't said nothing about, they might talk about how I went to college, got a degree, but 99% of their song is talking about how they suck genitalias. How they rob niggas by drugging them. And these are hoes y'all listen to. And I don't apologize for cussing, but these are the whores, the hoes, the prostitutes, the sluts that you all listen to and let your 8 and 9, 10-year-old daughters listen to that shit. So now half the people my age and somewhat younger, females running around here selling pussy, and Negroes might have a job at fucking as an engineer at AT&T, listening to this dumbass music, decide to sell dope on the side. So shit, that's like I would have did. That's what really happened with me. I was blessed, but I just liked that lifestyle because I liked the music. So if you are not putting that the music, the media, the media overall, the music, the movies, the social media especially, because I'm gonna be real, I be want to block a lot of motherfuckers every day on Facebook just by the way they try to tag me into a post with all this improper spelling. Now call me narcissistic or whatever, but I do believe that shit like that is important. Because if you getting on Facebook not giving a damn that even though you talking about Jesus, you done misspelled out of 20 words, you done misspelled 17 of them. And it's no fluke because when your stupid ass go in there for a job interview, this is literally how you fucking talk. to the person that's interviewing you, because social media has dumbed you down so motherfucking much. You sit in the job interview talking about for real. OMG, I worked at this one job, and you talking like you on fucking Facebook in a fucking job interview at 45 years old. So how do you expect your children to know any better? Man, I got totally off subject. I done lost track of y'all comments. I ain't got no comments. Hey, what's going on, Akeem the Great? Miss Kimberly, all y'all. Well, we've been going for 30 minutes. I'm hungry. I've been out here all day trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the place to stay and the car. And you know what I figured out what I'm going to do? Is eat me a meal and pray about it. Think about it, come up with a solution, but I'm not finna let that shit stress me to the point where I'm finna have a heart attack or high blood pressure. So, really, there's a couple of news articles I could talk about, but hell, we don't have that many subscribers, man. We don't have that many people watching right now, and really, for the first time in a couple of days, I got a good meal. Oh, Bubble Troubles. Tesla ekes out $721 million profit for the year. Did y'all see on our Facebook page yesterday where I showed you how even though 2/3 of America, well, I'm going to go as far as to say 4/4 of America is suffering, while you had Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and who was the other cat? They're the three heads of your major tech industries, meaning social media industries. But either way it go, these folks that made almost $1 trillion by themselves just since the pandemic. You know why? Do y'all really know who Jeff Bezos is? I mean, this is a whole nother conversation. Please like and share. Thank you, Sister Kimberly. But I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all know who Jeff Bezos is? Y'all excuse me, let me get a glass of water, man. I'll go a little bit longer. We know we got a lot of people that gonna watch it later. Y'all give me a second. Go ahead, sleep, little puppies. I got you. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get something to drink. Mouth is getting kind of parched. We're going to go for a few more minutes. For y'all just joining in, please hit that like button. Help us out. For the algorithm here at YouTube. Because again, going back to what we talking about, how you tech giant, do you all realize the censorship that I put like this? I asked y'all a question before I left. Who is Jeff Bezos? Can anybody that's watching, there's 13 of y'all watching right now, in the next 2 minutes, I need 5 of y'all to tell me who Jeff Bezos is. In less than 2 minutes. That means you ain't gonna have time to go to Google it and figure it out. Because if you don't know who Jeff Bezos is, you're using Google blindly. Because Jeff Bezos owns Google. He owns Amazon. He's starting a pharmaceutical branch of his division. I mean, pharmaceutical brand. He already bought places like Whole Foods out. Jeff Bezos is pretty much the one who controls 90% of what you are allowed to see on the internet. Yeah, he controls Amazon Prime. That's Jeff Bezos. He controls YouTube. Now, how many of y'all can tell me, what does Mark Zuckerberg own? How many social media platforms? 3 distinctive social media platforms. I give y'all 30 seconds so that way you can't Go to Google. I want to see how really informed you are. Mark Zuckerberg, we know for a fact, he owns Facebook. He owns Instagram. He bought Snapchat from the people who created it. And there's one more. Mark Zuckerberg by himself controls 3/4 of what you are able to see on the internet, because they're constantly putting out Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google, YouTube, all this shit here, Amazon Prime. All that shit there, which controls almost 30 to, in some people cases, 80% of your life. Ain't but 2 people own all that shit, man. So if these 2 people are CIA operatives who are using this computer, your cell phone, your tablets, your iPhone, they're using these social media platforms to dumb you down. Have you ever been in an interview with a motherfucker that coming in there looking for a job and their vocabulary is limited to the type of shit that they say on Facebook? Again, OMG, for real? Now, I ain't never watched no tomatoes, but you know what I'm saying? IDK, F. I don't give a fuck. Shit like that. And they're not really paying attention that this is subconsciously implanted and it has indoctrinated itself into your mind, going back to the lack of culture. At 182 billion, he should please like and share. Thank you, Sister Kimberly. Sister Kimberly is another one that's been there for, every day we do a video. She there, her and Brother Anthony, a couple more. All the moderators be on point. I be the only motherfucker on point that's not on point in this show. And I'm gonna be the one doing the show. My moderator be ready. Whenever I come on, I have at least 4 or 6 people that I got moderated. They gonna find that show. They gonna see that notification, and they gonna do a better job in the show than me. Hats off to you, Sister Kimberly. Brother Anthony again. Brother Anthony, I'm gonna talk to you about helping me moderate a lot of these other things, because I'm looking at Patreon over the next. Oh, matter of fact, I just downloaded StreamYard for this PC that I just built. So now we'll be able to entertain your phone calls, and you will actually be able to join us live. If you let us know ahead of time on the subject that we want to be talking about, we're going to start trying to post the commercial, I guess you say, the advertisement for certain shows, like a day before. All you have to do is just contact me, want to come on the show, and through StreamYard, you'll be able to be on the show live. And it really won't involve me having to have a camera right now, because we see a lot of our subscribers went to the club this weekend and didn't think about helping your po' boy Rob get that camera we need. For real. But anyway, again, to 2 people who blessed us today, yesterday to get to court. Believe it or not, no gift is too small, no gift is too big. It was just the idea that you all did something that helped me. And that's the biggest blessing that I get out of this Real News Behind News thing. Man, I might well turn this news shit off, because I'm just rambling on right now, trying to get you all understand, trying to explain my point of view of the lack of culture which we as black people face here in America. Again, we're the only group of people on this planet who does not have our culture intact. I mean, the Anglo-Saxons, the white Anglos, the Europeans, the Spanish, the British, the French, these people colonized the world for the last, 400 or 500 years under the guise of religion. And everywhere they went, do you realize when they took Jesus to a foreign land at the point of a gun, the first thing they had to do was destroy your culture, your religious beliefs, your ideologies, even all the way down to your recipes and the bedtime stories that you tell your children, which have been passed down from generation after generation after generation to you and your child. They took that from us. So now they give us these fuck-ass rappers, half of them. I'm gonna just be real. I ain't trying to put nobody down or call nobody hands out, but even at 50 years old, it'd be hard as fuck for me to be scared of a nigga that's wearing some skinny jeans and he's sagging. Nigga, you sagging in skinny jeans and got the nerve to think I'm an old man. I ain't gonna say in 95% of the cases, I bet I beat you the fuck up. But I say 50-50, even at 50 years old, it's a 50-50 chance. Nigga, I'm not gonna be scared of you. Come on, man, you wearing, I mean, if you both be a gangster, you wearing skinny jeans. If you roll up and do a drive-by, nigga gonna start laughing at your motherfucking ass as soon as you jump out the car with them tight-ass pants on. And some of you cases, you got the shit hanging down to below, down to below your knee. What is the purpose of that? So I'm just being real. This is the culture that you have. A group of pseudo-homosexuals, because you nigga that wearing them real skinny ass. Now I can imagine you just buy a pair of jeans, they fit your clothes, you can wear them motherfucker with boots or you put on a sports jacket or whatever. But you niggas running around here with these skinny jeans on. Well, niggas in a grocery store and you sagging that shit, and nigga is literally seeing your ass crack and your underwear. As a man, young brothers, that shit is not cool, bruh. That's some real homosexual ass shit. I'm finna tell you. That's why we seeing a lot of these young brothers coming to jail. And these niggas facing jaywalking tickets. They ain't been in the city jail but 3 weeks because they can't bond out. But they both be ballers on the street. You both be a baller on the street. Nigga, you had all these calls here and this and that. You mad now because your girl got to pick up an extra job to take care of your fucking kid because you in jail. She can't answer your phone calls. And when you do call, the car and the rims that you did have, she got to sell that shit for you because 9 times 10, she still can't make the bond. So all she can do is put that money on your motherfucking books. You ain't been in jail for 2 weeks, and your charge is a misdemeanor, meaning the most you facing is 6 months. You probably won't do more than 25 days. And 2 weeks into your jail sentence, you niggas fall in love with another man. I mean, you niggas not men. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. First of all, you're a young boy because you're coming in that bitch believing a fucking rap fantasy that you done heard NBA Youngboy and all these other motherfucking niggas talk about. You in jail 2 weeks, nigga. And by the time you go to court, you get credit for time served. And you talking about, man, I'm in jail, bro. I just said, man, nigga gotta do what you gotta do, man. Nigga locked up. Nigga, you ain't been here for 4 days and already you sucking another dude's penis? Or you touching another dude's genitalia? No, you niggas was hoes before you even went to the penitentiary. You was a hoe somewhere along the life. You was a hoe when you put on them skinny pants, bro. Skinny jeans. And let that shit sag to your ass. Now let's talk about being men. Pull your goddamn pants up. Hold your head up. Because we got a generation of young black men who are being seduced by this homosexual fucking agenda, by this dope game agenda. And they're the greatest generation of fucking warriors that black people, whether from Africa or 4,000 years ago up until today, young black men here in America are the greatest motherfucking generation of warriors, bro. Because look at the shit our people been through, man. Look at the shit we been through. And if we could just teach these young motherfucking men that we know you strong, we know you alpha male, we know you a dominant warrior, but you niggas are fighting the wrong motherfucking war. You're fighting the war that comes along with the culture that they gave you, which is to hate each other. You're fighting the wrong war, man. Young brothers, pull your goddamn pants up. Fuck claiming a neighborhood, nigga, where if you go to jail, ain't there one of the niggas on your block that you claiming willing to so-called die for or kill somebody for. Ain't none of them niggas finna bring you no motherfucking money on your books. You go out there with that dumbass shit, get a 50 year to a life fucking sentence. You might have 2 niggas that help jolt you out your first 60 days. But after that 62nd day, first time you call them niggas, you ain't gonna be able to call them because they ain't gonna put no money on the phone. Then when you write them, your shit gonna come back, return to sender. You dying for this bullshit out here, man. We fighting the wrong war, bruh. As OGs, we gotta teach these youngsters, man, we are fighting the wrong fucking war. Again, this generation of young black men in America is unlike, I would say they rival the generation of Shaka Zulu, Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan. You got that many motherfucking dedicated soldiers that's so dedicated to a cause. They want to be attached to something that's going to help change their lives so fucking bad, they'll go out there and get attached to a fucking gang that the white man gave you in your culture. Because don't your music tell you got to sell 12 pounds of dope every morning to be successful in order to get out the hood? You got to sell 12 pounds of dope, have sex with 16 girls, fucking take 8 Molly, smoke 12 blunts, and drink a 5th of fucking Ciroc or Patron or whatever, all that shit before 9 o'clock a.m. Then you wonder why your kids are a bunch of drug addict, alcoholic, murderers. It's the culture, the lack of culture. Anyway, man, it's 10:02, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do a little bit better interview. A video on this subject, because I can go on and on. We sitting around here, man, half your sons, women, are fucking fat, homosexuals. Under this low-key push to aggressively promote the gay and lesbian agenda to our people. Black women have helped that shit succeed more than it. Black women have helped the gay and lesbian agenda succeed and help destroy our fucking neighborhood more than Planned Parenthood, because y'all sit up here and accept this shit. All they gotta do is put Beyonce out there in a nice tight ass dress and she can talk about selling coochie, and black women will follow that shit talking about that's empowering. If that's the case, man, I know a couple of guys right now that pay, if you halfway pretty, they probably give you $100 or $2. You know what I'm saying? That's just how real the game is. You sitting around here accepting a culture that's given to you to destroy you by your slave master oppressor. I gotta stop this video because we only got 7%. Anyway, let me go, man, for that my battery finna die. I just did this video again to be consistent. Hey, y'all, please hit the like button, hit the share button. Also, most importantly, hit that notification button next to the subscribe. That way you will be alerted whenever we do these shows. If you're watching now, we got 4 or 5 more people that came in. See, that's the value of you all hitting the like button. Because while I'm going live, the more people who hit the like button actually it counteracts the YouTube algorithm. Or if you're on Facebook, the Facebook algorithm, because these platforms, YouTube, Facebook, all these platforms have computer-generated algorithms that can literally detect when I go online and automatically bury my shit every minute. If y'all hitting the like button, and we get 4 likes every 2 minutes, and we might raise up to the point where we when they say page 1 of 2,000. Well, normally when we start a video, nigga, we had 1,999. That was a real noob behind knew that. But if y'all hit that like button, basically what it does, it counteracts the restrictive, censorship type ass algorithm, which buries my page. And my page has to start coming up because now people are starting to say, well, hey, let me see what this cat watching. So this is how we got to be censorship. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. And also we're going to finish going into this situation about culture. Right now I got to go ahead and find me something to eat. And get myself wind down. And hey, little sister, if you still looking, big brother got you, because you know I appreciate what you did, man. I'm talking about on real shit. I couldn't even call myself baby Ray's son if I ain't do what I supposed to do for you, little sister. Love you so much. Hey, y'all give me a minute, man. A couple of minutes, nigga, because it'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow for a nigga come out here and do another video. I had a box of red beans and rice. Nigga, I'm finna put some leftover chicken wings in that shit. And that's how you make a meal. Again, go to jail. While these niggas figuring out trying to explain to me, hey, OG, man, you don't think a nigga wrong, man. Because me and this nigga here, man, we be vibing, bro. Me and him hooked up, man. Cause you know, nigga, man, up in here in jail, bro. This shit hard. I'm like, nigga, how long you been in here? Shit, I been here 7 days. Oh, what's your boyfriend name? That little bro, you know, little bro, man. He ain't my boyfriend, but I just like that nigga. And I just break it down. Hey, nigga, you gay. Really? You a fucking homosexual before you came to jail. You just use this shit. Nigga, if you go to court tomorrow on video court, you can plead guilty and get credit for time served. You been here a week, nigga. You get 30 days for credit for time served. You can be at home. You really try to scratch that shit out because you in a little bobo in there. Now when you're going through the prison, line up to get your motherfucking laundry. Your niggas ordering your motherfucking pants. 2 sizes too small to wear fucking skinny jeans and sag the bitches in jail. Come on, young brothers. Pull your pants up. When you start pulling your pants up, guess what? Your confidence gonna go up. Your character will go up. Your integrity will go up. Your morals will go up. And guess what? Your opportunity to meet people who can actually show you a better life than selling dope. Cause I know right now we finna get to the point where all you young brothers, man, that's out there and got kicked out of school or whatever, if you want to make dope boy money, but totally legal, come let us show you how to do these sheetrock jobs. Come let us help you get certified carpenters, painters, cooks. We got a lot of people with certifications that's certified to teach a lot of these young brothers. And that's one reason why we look for a lot of support, because if we don't get these young brothers that's 14, 15 years old, prime candidate for the school to prison pipeline, get kicked out of school, he can't get a job because he's barred from going to any school, what is he gonna do? Sagging? No, sagging will never become a law because really that shit is indecent exposure. Who the fuck wanna be in Wendy's, finna get some chocolate ice cream in the summertime is 112 degrees out there, and the heat index make it 120. You in there because you want to get you some chocolate ice cream. The atmosphere is nice and cool because you just came. You might be on a job. Cutting yard. That might be you might be in landscaping all morning. You've been cutting yard. And now on lunch break, you want that one glorious motherfucking moment to on your lunch break, eat some chocolate fucking ice cream. And as you get to the line, you order your shit. You step aside after you pay for it, and you ready, because you seeing her making that motherfucking nice, pretty chocolate ice cream cone. And then you see some nigga walk up in there with his pants sagging down to his knees, showing all his fucking underwear and his ass crack, and he been out there working in a lawnmower too, and he sweated the motherfucker. Who the fuck gonna want to eat some chocolate ice cream? I see shit like that. For real, that's the gayest shit. So who the fuck gonna want to eat some chocolate ice cream after seeing little Luke, gangstered out ass, walk up in here, nigga, you at work wearing skinny jeans, sagging them motherfucker, cutting yards. Nigga, you should have been tripped and had. Now, sagging is not allowed. Sagging is homosexual ass shit. And I don't say this to offend your homosexuals. I mean, I have nothing against you all, you know? But we need to stop telling people they're born into that shit. That's the biggest fucking lie on the planet. And you all need to be held accountable for spreading that motherfucking disinformation. And that's why y'all got Donald Trump kicked off Facebook and all that, because he's supposed to be spreading disinformation. Well, listen, young brothers, if any one of these hairy motherfucking chests, ashy ankle, bearded up, tattooed, muscle-bound ass dude come and tell you that homosexuality is something that you were born with, get the fuck away from that homosexual, because he will rape you. Straight up. Straight up. That's the gayest fucking shit. I mean, come on. Anyway, man, I went a little too far. I'm probably gonna be blocked off YouTube for a little bit after this. Well, I'm crazy, but telling the truth. It's the truth. Brother Anthony, I got a 10-year-old son. How would I look as a father telling my son some shit I know to be bullshit? Nigga, you are not born fucking gay. Whether that shit comes along as a traumatization, maybe, you know, we might have been molested. There's many reasons you can have a psychological shutdown, but there's no way the fuck that shit is natural. So me believing what I believe, don't I have the right to express that? Just like they can get on Facebook and literally cuss me the fuck out. They can come and stand in front of my house, block my house. They can do everything they want to me because the media is help perpetuating that bullshit. But as soon as I say, nigga, if you thought about touching a nigga's penis, you gay. Nigga, if you're going into a grocery store, man, please pull your fucking pants up, bruh. People in there trying to buy fucking grocery to take home to their children to eat, and you walking around with all these ass germs. If you can see with an infrared light falling behind you, hey, what's going on, Head Knot? What's going on? Nigga, you were spreading fucking germs because you were literally walking, man. I'm talking about this shit, and man, I'm not trying to knock you youngsters, but this is the sickest, disgustingest shit a person can see when you're in a fucking grocery store and you're wearing skinny jeans, and the motherfucking jeans, this is where your jeans come down to. You're sagging your fucking jeans down to your fucking knees. Nigga, that's some gay ass homosexual shit, little homies. Who the fuck wants to see your ass, man? 9 times out of 10, your girlfriend, when you at home alone doing the bump and grind, she ain't trying to look at your hairy, pimpled up ass. Ain't nobody trying to see your ass. Why we have to see shit like this in the grocery store? Only place y'all don't go like that is church. But guess what? God know you gay already fucking ready. When you go in there, you got a special pair of clothes. You got a special pair of clothes just to wear to church, but everywhere else you go, if you go to fucking work sagging, you would do that nasty ass shit, man. Who the fuck wants to spread germs? Nigga ain't got to worry about COVID. We need to be worried about ass vid. With these niggas running around here now, man, with their pants set. Tell me am I the only person that see this shit that ain't scared to say nothing about it? That shit is gay, cuz. And you all are part of the problem. The reason why half your rappers are fucking gay. Reason why a lot of your politicians are fucking gay. And y'all trying to push that shit on me, telling me I gotta tell my son that it's okay for 2 hairy lip mustache ass motherfuckers to be sitting up here French kissing. Hell no, I'm telling my son, if you see a nigga hug a nigga too long, get the fuck away from them. Be a man. You are lying. Anyway, man, let me get on. I got emotional because that shit, it really be driving me, man. Y'all be blessed.